Do you want to be a millionaire?
Hell yeah! And say, hey, I'm gonna bring in my stuff, you bring in your stuff, you bring in your stuff. That's the collaboration.
Because at the end of the day, yes, and we know that we have two types of goals. We have short-term goals and we have long-term goals.
I know they say that you must be a master of one, but I'm the master of all.
Millionaires have a routine. So in 2023, develop a routine.
2023 is a fresh start.
Fresh start.
Fresh start. Just don't give up.
Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Siza, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development. So, we can take control of our life. Let's go, and let's get it started. Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplins. It's your boy LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Siza. She's in the building. Yes, we're about that vibe each and every week. You know what I'm saying? You got us. So, we are counting down to 2023. My wife is ready. She's ready. Yes, my wife is ready for 2023. We're looking for brighter days. We're looking for better days, and we just, we're thanking God for a new year. Yes. And so, there's a few questions. Yes.
The end of the year already?
Yes, the end of the year. What you think about the 2022 so far?
I mean, every year has its ups and downs.
Uh-huh.
So we had a pretty up and down year, but we're hoping that 2023 is gonna be a banger year.
Yes.
That's what we always hope for the new year.
Yes.
So we'll keep hoping until things just stop breaking.
Yes, the highlight was the wedding.
Of course, going to South Africa.
Yes, going to South Africa.
I think that was our biggest highlight of the year.
Yes, that was the biggest highlight of the year. And so, because we're going into 2023, there's a few questions that I would like to ask the chillers and my wife. One, do you want to be a millionaire?
Hell yeah!
Do you want to be successful?
Hell yeah!
And do you want financial freedom?
Hell yeah!
Yes, because if you answer yes to those three questions, it's very important that we start thinking about and having a better mindset in 2023. Because those that have the right mindset will achieve the success, the financial freedom, the get into that millionaire status, whatever you want to achieve.
I can't believe I'm not there yet. I cannot believe that I'm still not a multi-millionaire. Anyways.
Yes, but it's very important that we start changing our mindset. And, and even...
I'm tired of being a thousandaire.
Yes, and it's very important. And I'm going to go further as well with mindset with the first luncheon line. On January 9th. Inside the community, because we want to start the year off with strong, with momentum, so that we can build off of what we learned and what we want to do in 2023. So we have to get our mindset right. Even the Bible say, don't be conformed to this world, but be renewed by the renewing of your mind. And so it's very important that we begin to renew our mind on a daily basis. Because a lot of times the reason why we don't achieve greatness is because we're in our own way. Because we limit ourselves with our mindset, and so we want to change some things. And so I just throw it off to my wife and see what she had to say, and we start this podcast.
No, absolutely, you're right. Let's start off with momentum. End this year strong.
Yes.
We still have one day to go?
Yes, 1 day to go.
Yeah, before.
Anything
can happen in 24 hours.
Yes, anything.
So, if you did not reach that goal in 2022, and you cannot do it within a day, guess what? 2023 is a fresh start.
Fresh start.
Start. Just don't give up. That's the main thing.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
And today, now, what we want to discuss today to the audience.
I am excited about today's topic.
Yes, I'm very excited about today's topic because, like I said, we want to end strong and we want to begin strong.
Yeah.
And we know this is 2 more days before New Year's Day, so we want to get in this thing strong, and then so that we can hit the ground running in 2020. January 1st, you ought to hit the ground running. And so today we are talking about think like a millionaire.
Mm-hmm. Make it rain.
Thinking like a millionaire. They had a television show. Did you watch it? Who Want to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah,
Who Want to Be a Millionaire? And so today we want to talk about think like a millionaire, because in order for us to achieve success and to get those millions, we have to think like successful people does. We had to think like millionaires do. And we want to give you just a couple of, benefits, couple of tips or whatever, so that you can begin to get your thinking in line with a millionaire. And so baby, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think the very first point is setting goals.
Setting goals.
This is actually the best way to start it off.
Yes.
Especially as we're ending off the year. I know people write resolutions.
Yes.
New Year's resolutions, which end on the 7th. By the 7th of January, they forgot.
They forgot.
They go paying for that gym, and before the month ends in January, oops, it's out of the window. So let us not set New Year's resolutions. How about we set goals?
Goals.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like achievable goals for 2023.
Yes.
Put them in priority mode as well. Write them down in your journal and put them in terms of priority. Which one you'd like to see come first, second, third, etc. And I would actually tone it down to at least 3 or 5, not more than that,
yes.
so that they are achievable.
Yes.
Because when you start having like a long list, you get overwhelmed and you end up not starting.
Yes.
So let's set goals.
Yes, and we know that we have 2 types of goals. We have short-term goals and we have long-term goals. Short-term goals is what you're going to do within a year.
Or 6 months.
Or 6 months. Long-term goals is what you're going to do long-term with 3 years and 3 years or more, 5 years or more. That's your long-term goals. And so you want long-term goals because that's the big picture. But
so I guess you can divide them into 2, but I really encourage people to set short-term goals too, because long-term goals have a tendency of dragging on, and you think,
yes.
I still got time, I still put them on write them down, but then focus on the short-term, which will end up leading you to achieving
the big goal. But the thing is, you want the big goal, the long-term goal, but you got to have the short-term goals because the long-term is a longer period of time. If you don't have short-term goals, you will get burnt out. You will get tired. Because you feel like you feel like you're not achieving the long-term goals. So that's why you gotta have the short-term goal. But you need the long-term goals
for the bigger
picture.
Probably the short-term will act as stepping stones.
Stepping stones, yes. You want the short-term. You want the short-term goals as stepping stones to achieve the big-term goals. But you need
the big-term, the long-term.
The long-term goals. The long-term goals.
Making me say it too. The big-term goals.
The long-term goals, so that you know the bigger picture, what you want to achieve 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, and then you then you start with like you said, we start with in the mind, we work.
With me being a manifestor, like a scholar in manifestation, like I'm so enjoying that. I'm learning that, even as you write things down, I mean, it's actually what the Bible tells us: write the vision down and make it plain. Plain in meaning, make it clear.
Make it clear.
My God, the Bible even tells us.
Yes, make it clear.
So write the vision down to the T.
To the T. Everything that you want to achieve.
And as the manifestation scholars speak about, they say describe it even, so that when you read it out, like you go back and read your goals and everything, you're able to feel that how would it feel to drive a Porsche Cayenne, for example? How would it feel to drive the latest Tesla? How would it feel to live in your dream house and have your dream spouse next to you and all that? Be in the feeling of it. Don't just write it down and forget about it.
Yes.
Write
Like you do the word sometimes. like some people do the word, they just read it without feeling it.
And it goes back to saying to the word again, like the word of God is something else, because it says be the doer of the word and not just the hearer of the word. So we tend up being big hearers.
Yes.
We love hearing hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
But we don't end up implementing the word.
Yes.
And I think it's because of the pastors. They've complicated it for us.
Yes.
Because being an implementer of the word, it just means like being in the feeling. Neville Goddard says this very well. Being in the feeling of the finished goal of what you intend. Like you want to be a successful coach, speaker trainer. So how would it feel like to speak to thousands of people? So sometimes when you look at your visions and goals, and you just feel like, oh my God, they're applauding for me. They're shouting, Coach Chaplin, Coach LJ, Coach LJ. Some will say Chaplin again. And just feeling that and just feeling appreciated and valued and seen. That's what it's about.
Yes, that's what it's about. And so, and I would like to ask you, what goals you would like to achieve in 2023?
Well, I've got a lot of goals. One of them I'd like to keep to my heart.
Okay.
And I will share with you once it manifests, because it will manifest.
Yes.
But another one, of course, is to make sure that I'm able to achieve financial freedom, and that could come in different ways. Selling is in my DNA. Mm-hmm. So I've been thinking of going back to selling, of course, not other people's products, but something that's, that I can sell and that I like, that's probably in my closet, things that people have complimented me on wearing. So that's one of my goals for 2023, going back and having that shop store again, that online store.
Okay.
And of course, continuing to push the books that I was part of in 2022, and hopefully writing an anthology that I'll be heading in 2023.
Yes. That
will have my name on the cover, because most of the names that go on the cover are the visionaries, the people that are heading that anthology. So it would be nice to have one of my own, and I know I'll be in 2 magazine features 2023. So I'm excited about that. I'd really also love to have my very first bold walk.
Okay.
In South Africa in 2023.
Okay, so that means we're going to South Africa.
That's the goal. That's the plan. Goal.
Yes.
And
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, and just continue to be the greatest impactful global motivational and inspirational speaker. Because the thing is, when I do that, when I'm speaking to masses, when I'm speaking to people, I feel alive. I feel like I'm in my purpose. So that's the one thing that I'd love the Lord to open up more doors for. And whilst doing those gigs, try and make money on the side, continue to develop my skill in trading. And my husband wants to be an exceptional trader, like as in tomorrow. It takes time.
It takes time.
Please tell him it takes time. But
I know it takes time, baby. But you got to learn. You got to practice.
I'd love to learn the skill and just perfect that in 2023, so that by the end of 2023, I'm just a good trader. Beside that, that's just a lot. I'm a woman of many trades. I know they say that you must be a master of one, but I'm the master of all.
But you focus on one at a time.
I'm going to try and narrow it down to one, but there's just so many projects that I'd like to work on, and I feel like if I focus on one, I won't be able to achieve the others. But you know what? I will keep being Siza, that's the main thing.
Yes. I agree. Keep being Caesar. Never lose you. That's the main thing. Never lose you.
You know, share some of your goals.
Yes. Some of my goals, what I want to achieve, and I was like, here we come, South Africa, 2023 coming. Yeah, I like the sound of that. But yeah, I'm really just focused on mainly two goals next year. One is just growing this podcast, and the other one is just growing the community. Growing the community. That means with the course, the mentorship, the community. You know, so just growing those two areas, the community as well as the podcast. Those are the main two things that I'll be focused on next year, business wise. Mentorship, community, podcasting. And then, you know, and with the coaching, the community is like with the coaching and training and speaking. So those are the main two things I'm focused on is those two. And you know, that's the thing. I'm trying to narrow down my goal and just focus hard on that. Doing what I need to do to implement different strategies to grow the podcast and to grow the community. So, you know,
and we need your help.
You want to niche down, huh?
We need the Chillers help in doing that.
Yes, we definitely need the Chillers help in growing the podcast
because you
with
can
the
grow
community.
all you like, but if people are not showing interest, they're not playing their part as well, then
Yes.
it's not going to move. So
Yes.
Chillers, jump on.
Invite
other
yes,
people
yes.
to be part of this community.
Because at the end of the day, we do like helping people, and that's my goal. I want to see you win. That's my thing. That's why I have the community and I have the podcast. To give you information, and then you want to go further information after the podcast. You join the community and the course so that you could continue your education.
Yeah, kind of something to
Yeah,
go
so
on too.
set goals. But set goals is when we think of smart setting goals, think of smart goals. And smart goals is making goals specific. So you gotta be specific. M is measurable, so they have to be measurable. You gotta be able to measure your goals, the performance. And then the A is attainable. It has to be attainable.
Or achievable.
Or achievable. It has to be attainable or achievable. And the R is real goals. It have to be real or relatable or relevant goals. It have to be real goal that you get, like real goals that you can achieve. And then the T is time bound. It have to be at a specific time frame. So you got to put that time in it. And then when you have these goals, don't forget to celebrate at different milestones, because you don't want to get tired out. So you got to celebrate. Don't forget that. Don't forget the celebration part. When you achieve a small milestone or a big milestone that you accomplished, celebrate. Take time out and do something special for yourself, like going to a spa. Do something special for yourself because you deserved it. You deserved it. And so so millionaires, they set goals. So you definitely need if you want it. We think like millionaires in 2023. So you must set goals if you want to become a millionaire or you want success. And so the next one, you have to be like a lion. You have to be like a lion.
What does that mean? You have to be like a lion.
Perseverance. You gotta have
hungry.
You gotta have Les Brown said, you gotta be hungry. You gotta have perseverance. You gotta have that dog in you. Nothing can stop you.
You gotta be a predator.
Yes, you gotta be a predator. A lion when they after they prey, nothing is gonna stop them from getting that antelope or that yellow or that buffalo or nothing.
I think we nearly experienced that at the game reserve.
At the game reserve, yeah.
Unfortunately, when we were there, the buffalo had run away already. But those lions were after them.
Then after that buffalo,
and they were still somewhere in the shadow.
Yeah, they still
to get them when they.
They were still lurking because they was always looking and because they waiting for their prey, and they're not going to give up until they catch their prey.
Right.
They're going to keep at it. That's the perseverance.
And they're patient.
Yes, they're very patient. Even if they at the end of the outran them, they're gonna. You know what? I got you. I'm coming back.
When you least expect it.
I'm gonna regroup. I'm going to regroup and I'm going to come back at you. And so this is what happened because you gotta be like that line because you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna have failures. And so you gotta be able to have this perseverance, this fight, this dog, this in you so that when you get knocked down, when you made a mistake, when you had a failure, you're able to get yourself back up. Les Brown said it best. Yes, Les Brown said it best. When you fell down, make sure you land on your back because if you can look up, you can get up. And this is why you got to be like that lion. You're like, you know what? Pushes whatever come my way, I'm going to be able to regroup. You know, even if I make a mistake, because I'm going to achieve my goals.
Because the thing
I'm going to get to the place where I want to be at the end of the day.
The truth of the matter is that it will not always be smooth sailing.
Yes, it will not always be.
There will be forces that will come against you, so you just got to be able to push through them.
Yes.
And keep on moving.
Keep on moving. It's very important that you keep on moving in 2023. You got to keep moving. You gotta keep moving. I'm telling you, your words gonna be tested. Your faith is gonna be tested. That dream that you want, that vision that you want to achieve, is gonna get tested. And when the testing time come, what's gonna keep you? That's why I said you gotta be like that lion because when the test come, you gotta keep moving. Don't fall back. Yes. And so yes, anything else?
No.
What's next?
Become a critical thinker.
Yes.
That's. I think that's important as
yes.
well.
Make the decision.
As you keep moving, as you're not allowing the forces to overwhelm you. Be critical in your thinking.
Yes.
You know.
Get all the information you need.
Mm-hmm.
So that you're able to, by listing all the options. Get everything that you need, whatever you need to get the job done. Get the information you need. List all your options out there. Just list all your options. What do you need? This is why I would reference a book to read. Who, Not How. Read that book because it's very important because sometimes we get stuck on the how. Mm-hmm. We get stuck. We know our options sometimes. We know what we need, but we get stuck. Most of the time we don't know on the how. And we have the option, but we get stuck. And so it's very important to read this book, Who Not How, so that we're able to understand.
It's like Chinese. Nah.
Who not how.
Who not how.
Who not how.
Who not how.
It's very important to understand who you need, what you need, and who you need to get the job done. Because, like I said, you want to list all your options so that you can make the decision. You got to make the decision once you list it, because a lot of times we procrastinate after we have all the options. Something like and this is for my C people. I'm talking about this for my C people that like a lot of information before they make a decision. Once you get all the information, you got to make the information. You got to make the decision to go after it, because if you don't make a decision, it will just stay in your head. And you want to achieve it, so you got to make the decision. You got the information. You list all your options. Now you go out there and make the decision. That's the main thing. You got to make the decision.
What's the decision about?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want out of life, if you want to start that business, if you want in the dating world, you gotta be like, okay, what do I need to do to find the person who I want to be with? So whatever it is, you gotta make a decision. Like, this is what I want to achieve. This is what I want to do. So now I know where I need, what I need, who I need to achieve that goal, to achieve success. Now it's time for me to make the decision. And so millionaires is decision makers. They make the decision. They don't procrastinate.
I thought about when I mentioned the word critical thinker, I was thinking that even like not necessarily a decision, but just think through your goals and plans as well.
Yes, that's a good point as well. Think
them through. Don't just do things haphazardly, because you're also seeing the next person do it.
Yes.
Because, like we said, when you're setting goals, are they attainable?
Are they attainable?
You're not gonna put a goal down there that's too big to bite on. But then again, remember, with God, all things are possible, right? And your imagination can really take you places because it all starts there. Thoughts become actions. So I'm not saying don't think big. Oh, please.
Oh, think big, please. That's none of them millionaires. So that could be a bonus.
But I guess when you're breaking it down to critical thinking, as much as you've thought big, be able to break it down in a way that it will be able to be achieved.
Yes, yeah. So you gotta think big. Millionaires do think big, because you never know.
No idea it's too.
No idea too small. So you definitely gotta think big, but you gotta be a critical thinker. You gotta, like I said, get on the information you need to be able to make wise decisions. So you think big, get the information you need. If you need help and understanding, get the book Who Not How, so that you know who who not how. I can't think of the author, but I think
I just keep thinking of Chinese.
We're gonna put the book on the screen. We're gonna put the book on the screen. Who Not How, so that you become a critical thinker in 2023, because millionaires make good decisions. Yes. They make good decisions. And so the next one is maintain a routine. Millionaires have a routine.
90% of millionaires, maybe more, they have a routine. That they follow. The biggest and the most important routine, and we've said this before, and is the savers.
Yeah.
I mentioned the book the last time. It's Miracle Morning, where it speaks of how to start off a morning routine in the morning. How you're going to do the savers, which include scribing, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, what was the S again? I said scribing already. I forgot the other S. But, you got to do these things, and they help you. Like you were reading somewhere that most millionaires, they start off their day 3 hours before everybody does. But the Miracle Morning says even an hour is enough. It doesn't have to be 3 hours, because it also depends what time you go to bed.
Yes.
But an hour is also enough. But just give yourself that time to get a kickstart to your day before you start doing your actual daily work. This time is just for you to kickstart your mindset, kickstart your mind, kickstart your body, because the exercise comes in that. And it doesn't have to be hectic exercise. Like we used to jog in the morning. I don't know why we stopped that. I think the cold. Oh my God, it's cold right now. But think of indoor exercise that you can do and stuff like that. Yeah. But scribing, visualization, manifesting. What's this? Things that you affirmation. I don't know why I keep saying manifestation. Affirmations. They are so important.
Yes, and the reason why you get up 3 hours earlier, one reason why they get up 3 hours earlier, because 3 hours earlier, you starting your day while a lot of people are sleeping. So while you starting your day,
the early bird
by the time people get up, you already in motion. Your dream is already you working on your dream is already in motion. And so that's the reason why millionaires get up. A lot of them, they get up 3 hours earlier, so they start, because how you start your day is how you're going to end your day. So it's critical to start your day on the right foot, to start your day right, and building that routine, because you basically building willpower. You building that willpower when you starting your day on the right. You know where nothing can move you. So how you start your day is how you will end your day. And so yes, millionaires have a routine. So in 2023, develop a routine, whatever that may be.
You can start with half an hour every morning. And you progress onwards, because 3 hours just to cold turkey, it's unachievable. It's hard.
Yes, because one thing I do want to add, because all routines is not equal, because it depends on you. Somebody else might get up 3 hours early and they need that. You might only need an hour earlier. And this, so it is dependent on you. All things equal, but when you get up, you do got to start your day right. You got to find a routine that works for you.
Yeah.
Like we just said earlier, don't look at somebody else and see what they doing, because sometimes we're looking at other people's routines and we're like, oh, we want to do what they do.
But also, like,
and that's what works for them.
One
that
of the
might not work
routines
for
that
you.
why I keep saying this? One of the routines that I've been doing is just affirming throughout the day. If I'm not able to put aside time in the morning to do the affirmations, just affirm throughout the day, because that helps keep my mind positive as well, and away from negative thoughts that creep in.
Yes.
And also it helps to keep our vibration high, because you want to be vibrating in high energy. You want to be vibrating in positive energy.
Yes.
Because positive
not high energy with the food.
No, not the Red Bull and the foods. No, as in like as in good food. Energy.
Yes.
That's why I'm all for in 2023 getting rid of people who are toxic.
Yes, that's
who
very
are energy
important.
drainers.
Yes.
Like, just get rid of them, because they are the people that pull us down, and we are unable to achieve our goals, because you hang around people who are negative Nancy's, who don't applaud the goodness that you're doing, but always looking for the negative. If you see, I actually like something that my husband did. We got invited somewhere, I won't say where, and me being the people pleaser that I sometimes am, was like, oh, let's go, and it was like, no, we're doing this. I'm like, no, we are doing this. And for me, I know it was just a people pleasing, move. I didn't really want to be there, but I just wanted to go just to make them happy. But the thing is, would they do anything to make us happy? That's the question.
I agree, yes.
Because these people, they tend to do things for their favor, whatever that will work for them, So I just want to say, just think about you first in this new year as well. Yes. Put yourself first.
Put yourself first. And like we said on the last episode, if you can't help me win, then you can't be my friend.
Yeah.
So
or vice versa.
Or vice versa. So
you help me.
You help me. I help. We help one another. We both.
It's not
a mutual. Yes, it's a mutual agreement. It's a mutual friendship. It's a mutual partnership.
Because I feel like when you say if you don't help me, it's like then you scratch my back.
No, and I don't mean that. I mean that I'm not going to allow people to take advantage of me.
Right.
I'm not going to allow people to take advantage of me.
Being a healthy relationship.
Being in a healthy relationship. That's what I mean when I say if you're not helping me win, then you are not my friend. Meaning I'm not going to be in toxic relationship.
Or we could say
that's basically
if your
what I mean.
Intentions about me are not positive and are not good,
exactly.
Then
we can't be friends.
I must move away.
Yeah, I gotta move away. Not saying that you scratch my no, because I'm always gonna be the nice person. I'm always gonna be do good things for people regardless of who you are. You ask me something. If I'm available, if I could do it, yes, I would be there. But I'm not gonna go overboard if I have something else to do. So that's what I mean. If you don't help me win, you can't be my friend. But one thing too, I want to say this: when building a routine, maintaining a routine. We used to say something when we was doing network marketing. Failure to plan is planning to fail. Yeah. So if you don't have a plan for 2023, and you're not building your routine, maintaining your routine, then you basically failing to plan. So this is why you want to start that routine so that you can be able to achieve your goals.
And it takes 21 days.
21 days
to develop a routine, to develop a habit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just push. This is like at least 3 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. 7, 14, 21.
21.
3 weeks. It doesn't have to be a month.
Yes.
Just do that, and you'll see in the 4th week it will just happen automatically. You don't have to push yourself. It doesn't feel like work, but it is so important. One of the things that I have started doing, and I'm really enjoying it, is waking up to writing 3 gratitude things that I'm grateful for every morning. except for weekends. I don't know. Weekends I take a break. But Monday to Friday, I'm writing those great three things, and it's things that I don't even think about. It's just things that come through my mind at that point in time. I don't just sit down and think, what am I? Because you want to be in that mindset of just gratitude.
Yes.
And especially sometimes like today, I was feeling a little down and everything.
And think about it too.
So it's like today, my 3 things that I wrote down was just reversing the emotions that I'm feeling, but then writing them into a positive, like, thank you, Lord, that I have high energy and I'm feeling good and I'm feeling healthy. There's no pain in my body, things like that. You don't have to really be experiencing what you're going to write down or be grateful for, but it's things that you even want to experience. Write them down as a way to say thank you, universe, or thank you, God, before they even come to pass.
Because, and that's critical. That's really important to do those things, because if you're feeling down right now and if you don't change that mindset, and you don't change your vibration, then you're going to continue to feel down. So you got to begin to reverse that mindset, that thinking that you have of feeling down. Say, I feel good, so that you will start feeling good.
Sometimes it's your body that's acting against you, because it's not something that you want to be feeling. This is a mental issue case. People who have not gone through depression or don't know what depression is won't understand what I'm talking about. But people who've been through depression and who are in depression will understand that sometimes you just wake up and your mind just doesn't want to go on.
I agree. I agree. And that's why we talk about being in a community and having that support system surrounding you when you feel that way. But like I say, even when you feel that way, you gotta as soon as you can. You gotta find some positivity in it, so that you can change that feeling with how you feel. Because if you don't find that positivity, then you're gonna go into deeper depression.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's why it's very important, as soon as possible. You gotta find that positivity. Like I said, because I was down, I was depressed when I was younger. I feel like nobody was there for me. So, and being, going to my mother, it gave me relief as soon as possible. Like, okay, I can do this, I can get back up, or I can achieve. So as soon as you can, because by staying down and staying in that negative state, then it's gonna go further into depression. So that's why you gotta reverse it as soon as possible. It's very important to reverse it.
Yeah.
And so.
And then, you're so right in so many ways. So this is just a call to all those who are feeling a bit low, maybe discouraged that the year ended the way that you had not anticipated it to end. Just get up and shake yourself off and just give it another try in this new year. Just keep going. Don't ever let it go and give up.
Yes, and this is why we want to come out with this episode, because we want to help you to begin to start the new year right, because maybe 2022 didn't go the way you wanted to. And so we want to give you some tips, some steps that you can begin to start taking, so that you can begin to achieve your dreams, so that you can begin to start having success and begin to start thinking like successful people think in millionaire states. Because as a Black community, we are far behind, because like I said, a lot of times our thinking is from, we still think like slaves. A lot of us, we still have that mindset of a slave, or have that, a lot of times they always say you can take them out of the hood, but you can take a person out of the hood, but you can't take their mind out the hood, because their mind is still there. And so in order to take your mind out the place that you don't want to be, you got to begin to change it. And so for us to change, renew that mind, and for us to begin to not, because we have a limited mindset about money, about different things. And so we got to begin to change. And this is why we want to help you, so that we see things differently in 2023, so that we can press forward into our purpose.
Press play.
Yes, press play. Yeah, press play. Start a new chapter in 2023. get into communities, get into places so that your mindset grows. I love this because I heard Miles Monroe say this when I went to hear him preach in Jersey. He said this so powerful. He told the people, the leaders, he said, because he was selling his books, he said, now leaders, you get my books too, because if your members get my book, their mindset gonna expand. And once your mindset expands, there's no going back. So if you're not reading, if your mindset don't expand where they at, then they're gonna outgrow you, and then most likely they're gonna leave. Because now their mindset had to expand. They're not on the same level that you was teaching. So, and this is one thing I want to say. When we begin to start expanding our mindset to how millionaires think, there's no going back. There's no going back. You ain't gonna be going back to where you used to think or how you used to feel. Why? Because you expanded your mindset. And this is where I'm at now. I expanded my mindset. I know what I want, and so that's why I said I'm forward focused to achieving my goals. That's why I said my niche down to focus on two things that I want to achieve, which is building a podcast and building a community. Because once your mindset expands, and this is why it's critical. And so we're gonna go on how you expand your mindset. But one thing millionaires think is they live below their means.
I have a hard time with that. I mean, I pretty much have been trying the 2022. I really have, toned down in the buying and everything, and just trying to live within my means. Okay, not below, within. And then here LJ is saying, I must live below.
Be frugal.
Just elaborate that. How am I being frugal?
Basically, live within your means.
Because I feel like frugality then promotes poverty mindset.
Yes, no, and what I mean is they are frugal with their money. They buy things of value. We always discuss assets over liabilities. A lot of times we get things because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses. We trying to get the latest things or the latest technology. And you got to begin to say if that's valuable. Like I said, when they come out a new iPhone, then you have to get the new iPhone. Would your 13 Pro still work and do the same thing as the latest ad? So you got to think of the value of what you're getting. And that's why I'm saying, live below your means. Don't just buy just to buy it.
Don't be an impulsive buyer.
Yes, don't be an impulsive buyer.
I was pretty impulsive when I was buying your birthday gifts. I got you a lot of them.
Yes, you did, and I appreciate it. I'm thankful.
I didn't get myself anything except for one shirt.
Yes.
But I got him quite a nice.
Yes, and I appreciate it. But
so are you saying that we shouldn't bless those that we love? Give them?
Well, yeah, you can bless those that you love, but you still gotta be frugal. You gotta live below your means. You gotta learn.
You mean be frugal
budget.
like you?
Huh?
Be frugal like you?
I'm saying budget.
He got me 2 pieces of jeans.
It's my day. It's my day.
2 pieces of clothes.
It's my birthday.
Oh, Christmas. You should have just left it. And I got him 1, 2, 3. I got him like endless list.
Okay. Now we counting. But the thing is, you want to live below your means. You want to be frugal. You gotta it's just ain't valuable. Don't just buy and try to keep up with the Joneses just to keep up with the Joneses. We saying budget for it. Whatever you want, budget the money for it. If you there's a saying. If you can't buy it 10 times over, then don't buy it. If you can't buy it... What
happens to spoiling yourself because you've done something probably...
we just talked about that, right? But valuable, you achieved the goal. You're still being frugal. You're still living below your means. You are prepping and preparing yourself to treat yourself when you achieve your goals. You're just not gonna. You're not gonna spend. Basically, you're not gonna spend what you don't have. You still, even when you celebrate, when you reach a milestone, you're gonna celebrate at the means that you can afford. Don't go overboard. You're gonna budget and spend at the means you can afford. And this what millionaires think. They live. This is what they do. They live below their means.
It's true though, because you don't see. I don't know about this guy, the Elon. I don't know. He's a different billionaire.
Yes.
But look at your
Bill Gates.
Your Bill Gates.
Jeff Bezos.
Your Jeff Bezos. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty simple people.
Simple people. They're walking down the street. You won't
But
even.
they still drive nice cars.
But and that's the thing. Millionaires, right? They have specific things that they value or hobbies that they spend on. They rather and this is what we're gonna go into one of the next point. But they have specific things. A lot of times, sometimes millionaires like convenient, so they would rather pay for first class. They rather pay for clear. You know, they want to get in and out, so they spend their money maybe on first class or clear to be able to go in and out because time is valuable. They don't want to be waiting in line, but they ain't gonna wait. You know, they feel like, you know, we talk about the Maslow needs.
And being comfortable, because first class.
Yeah, and comfortable. Yeah, it's comfortable.
I mean, when we were in business class, like what compared to economy, like
yeah,
what?
they want comfort.
My God, there's leg room there in business class. You get served on with a tablecloth and you know, cutlery and crockery. You get a menu instead of just being given whatever that's available.
But they pay for comfort, you know. A lot of them they pay for comfort. But you know the three needs that you need, and you got to be able to determine as well as your needs and your wants. And we know the three most essential needs is food, water, shelter.
Yeah.
You know, food, water, shelter, but you know, but like I said, even though you need food, water, and you know, clothing as well. You do need to put on clothes, but do you need the expensive clothes? You know, can you just be basic, essential? I rather when I have it, I rather go on a nice vacation than paying for $5,000 for an outfit that I'm gonna wear one time.
Experience over
pleasure.
Yeah.
Not pleasure.
Material.
Experience over material. Yes, experience over material. And a lot of times people and they're creating memories, but they are frugal in the essentials. With food, shelter, clothing, and water. Now, you know, we get it. Sometimes food could be expensive because you want the best food. You want quality. Oh, and another thing too.
They're not frugal in that because they buying quality food.
That's what I was just about to say. That's another thing. Quality over quality. I don't want to say quantity, but quality over non-quality. You know, we're not saying being cheap as well, because you want to live below your means, but you also want to pursue. You also want quality.
Because quality equals to health.
Better health. Better mindset. So
I mean, even just good taste. I mean, the food, like today we had some some beef biryani, but the beef is like you can taste that it's a real beef compared to non-organic beef where you're chewing like plastic and it's supposed to be beef. You know what I mean? So the food, it becomes tasty. You enjoy it. Your taste buds come alive. You know, and it's just good for your body.
Yes.
You're not filling your body with all these hormones and everything that they put in all this cheap food.
So what we're saying is living below your means is, you know, you want to live below your means. You want to budget for it, but you want to go for quality, not being cheap.
But even with clothes, it doesn't have to be name brands.
Yes.
If it's quality clothes, you can wear them all the time. You can take them out of your closet. 3-4 years later and they still will be looking good and you can still rock them. Buy timeless clothes. You don't have to buy clothes that are fashionable, because fashion is like a chewing gum. The next season it's gone. So if you buy like timeless things but that are good quality, you're good to go.
Yes. Like, you know, definitely quality over non-quality. We're not saying being cheap. We're saying being frugal, living below your means. But we are saying buy quality not be cheap.
Yeah. And I think that goes very nicely to our next point, which is invest in yourself. Not in terms of not just only the information which we're going to be talking about, but also as in what you're putting in your body, what are you doing for your body.
Mm-hmm.
Like in 2023, my biggest goal is to really, really, in 2023 at least we started with the food. We just eat strictly organic.
Strictly organic.
Now the next thing, because we're over 40, when you're over 40, it's a must to
Yes.
eat organic. I think what we need to get to do next is to get rid of junk food. Stop buying junk food. Chaplin, stop buying junk food. He brings in the junk food in your house. He does. He's the reason for all this fat. And then, of course, be more consistent with exercising. Because we do it and we stop, and that's really bad for the body. Because once you stop, the body starts, expanding from there and everything. But I think just taking care of your mental state as well, your in and your out. And that's why I really like us to start therapy. Therapy is not for people who are losing their minds.
Mm-hmm.
But therapy is just to have someone that you can bounce ideas off, someone that you can talk to about. Because sometimes, if you're married, especially with LJ and I living just the two of us, he'll be talking and I'll not be interested sometimes to hear anything. I just don't want to hear anything. And then the poor guy ends up speaking to himself. So you can imagine if he had a therapist, you can always go in just because that's what they get paid to listen. So yeah, I think that should be next on our cards. Get a family therapist where we can just talk.
Yes, but it's millionaires invest in themselves. And
they have therapists.
They have coaches. This is where they would value. We talking about value. This is where they rather spend their money, invest it in themselves. They will spend $50,000 on a mastermind. Because remember we talked about earlier, once you spend your mind, you can't go back.
Yeah.
So the more you learn, the more you grow.
The more you want more information.
You want more. You want more. So they just don't get free information. Because like I said, the podcast is baseline. It's limited. But to really expand your mind, it's about being in the mastermind room, being in different trainings. They pay for courses that they need that's going to help them grow. They do what they need to do. They will invest in their mind and having coaches, therapists, training, masterminds.
So the big question is, if you want to be a millionaire, are you implementing any of these things that we just said?
Are you investing in yourself?
Start doing it.
Start doing it. Start doing it. You have to start doing it. That's why we said be frugal, live it, because a lot of times the reason why, this is the biggest challenge. Sometimes the reason why we can't be millionaires and because we're not living below our means. We are in debt, and a lot of times when we in debt and when we just go crazy and just in our spending habits, when opportunities comes and when it's time to invest in ourselves, we don't have the money to do it. And this is why we got to begin to start changing our mindset so that we can start investing in ourselves. Because in order for you to grow in 2023, in order for you to take that leap to the next level, you got to begin to be frugal, to live below your means so that you can begin to invest in yourselves. Value over non-valuable things. Value over non-valuable things, and millionaires invest in themselves. They will pay $50,000, $100,000.
They invest in things that matter.
That matters.
So they would invest in their spiritual, their mental, in their physical, and in their emotional, all these things that really make them become better people.
Yes, to be the best version of themselves. Like we were just talking about therapists. 2023, we want to start investing in therapists. This is something that we feel like is more important than
a Louis Vuitton.
But so guess what? It will come if you start investing in yourself.
You know that Louis Vuitton is the richest man in the world right now?
No, I didn't know that.
The designer of Louis Vuitton is the richest man right now because, of course, this stupid guy became number 2 because he did that bad investment.
It become a Twitter thing, right?
Yeah. Now the Louis Vuitton guy is number 1 in the world. So we're busy making that guy rich when instead of trying to make ourselves rich.
Yes. So we say invest in yourself. This is what millionaires do. They invest
Well,
in
not the
themselves.
designer, the owner.
The owner. They invest in their self. And so 2023, you got to begin to start investing in yourself. You got to begin to start investing in yourself, because if you want to get to that, you want to become successful, you want to be a millionaire, you got to invest in yourself, because YouTube, the information on YouTube, it's a lot of information, but I'm telling you, I heard something though, because when information is out there, but a mentor that's guiding you through the process, that's showing you through, and a coach that's taking your hand and walking you through the process, it goes a long way. You grow a lot faster. We talk about velocity. If you want to, you could change your life in 3 months with a coach or mentor with trainings, and also being in the room and these trainings and the mastermind. It's all about it's not just about the information when you go to and the masterminds or training. It's about connecting with other like-minded people, because you never know what you can learn from the next individual that's sitting next to you. You never know what kind of partnerships that you can form when you're in these rooms. So you got to invest in yourself. You got to begin to invest in yourself. And this is why we trying to help you to start thinking about these things, so you start implementing each of these points, step one by one by one. Like I said, it's not gonna happen overnight, but this is something that you start thinking about, so that you start implementing, because this is how millionaire thinks.
And then the last
one, it's so critical.
Collaboration beats
competition. That's powerful.
Let's stop competing.
Yes, let's
join
forces. Yeah, and I know it could, like, again, this crab in a bucket with people in society. Black people, come on. We got to begin to partner with one another. Collaboration beats competition.
And that's why
I'm not your enemy.
I like anthologies, because that's partnership.
Yes.
You're meeting up with other women or other men or other people who want to achieve the same goal as you. Because there's not only book anthologies, there's also store anthologies now. You know that?
Yes.
There's stores that sell like local upcoming artists or designers, where they rent out one store, hire somebody to sell the stuff, and they just design and feed the store with the stuff. Those are great ideas, right? They're partnering up, because they know that if one designer goes and have their own store, they might not be able to maintain, the running of the store. So if 5 artists come together and say, hey, I'm going to bring in my stuff, you bring in your stuff, you bring in your stuff, that's the collaboration.
Because at the end of the day, everyone can win.
Yeah.
And so start seeing your competition as the enemy. They're not the enemy. You can partner with them. You can learn from them. It's about partnering, learning from because they might be doing something better that you can't do. But if you're not partnering with them, you're not joining forces and learning from them. If you see them as the enemy, you can't learn how they do certain things. Because, like I said, we all have an audience. People are going to come to you because they rock with you, because they like your charisma, because they like your flow, they like your style. So they're going to rock with you because of you.
Yeah.
You got an audience out there. We all have an audience, and we all can win. People are going to rock with you because they like you. At the end of the day, they buy from you because they like you.
Yeah.
They don't buy the product. They buy because they like you.
Like with my anthologies, the books that I've released, I had people who were like, I'm going to purchase books. I don't even need the books because I'm not a reader. Like, I had a couple of people tell me, that, can you pass it forward? We're just supporting you. So some people will just support you just because.
Just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get that in your mind. Collaboration beats competition. Your competition out there is not your competition. They're not your enemy. They're your partner. They're your partner. They're your partners. Because you can learn how they do. You can learn from their mistakes. You can learn from their success. You can learn from their losses, their wins. You can learn from your competition. So competition beats, collaboration beats competition.
Absolutely.
Yes. So we got to learn how to partner with people. We got to learn how to collaborate with people, and get involved. Just learn how to get involved with others. That even in your industry, if you in the industry, e-commerce industry, get in that room. Don't see them as your enemies. See them as see them as see them what can I learn for this group of people, that what are they doing that I'm not doing?
Yeah.
What and because they gotta die. I heard somebody said this right about Amazon when I went to one of the training one time. He said, I'm not trying to make what Amazon made. Just give me 1% of what they're making. Just give me 1% of what they're making. That's all I need. And guess what? And that was his goal, and he achieved it. Cause why? 1% of what Amazon making is still millions.
Good.
Amazon is a $1 billion company. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. So if you get 1% of what Amazon making, if you get 1% of the audience, guess what? You're still a millionaire. You still having success. So like I said, you don't have to collaboration be you don't have to look at Amazon as the enemy. Like, okay, they the business, so that's the company that I can look after, and like, you know what, I don't want to be like them, but I can achieve what they achieve. Yeah. In my own way. Yeah. I can, I don't have to be like Lady Siza, but I can, learn from her. Absolutely. So competition beats collaboration beats competition. In 2023, we got to learn how to have teamwork. We said it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. If you want your dream to come alive, and we talk about this with Steve Jobs with Apple. If you want your dream to come alive, you gotta begin to learn how to partner with other people. You gotta believe. And this is what millionaires do. This is how they think. They believe. Collaboration beats competition. Collaboration and teamwork just to get the job done. That's the main thing. Lord, you fulfilling the purpose, and you fulfilling the dream. You fulfilling the goals. Hey, if you win it, I'm winning. We all can win. We all can win. I don't have to be jealous of no one. You don't have to be jealous of the next person in your industry. Lord, everyone is winning. That's the main thing.
And applauding for someone else.
Applauding, yes. Celebrating.
And celebrating them
people.
And being happy for them.
Yes.
Doesn't take the shine away from them.
Exactly. Because even if they win it right now, you applaud them. You celebrate with them because your time is coming. You keep working. You keep building. You keep networking. You keep working towards your dream and collaborating and doing all the things that we talk about today. Then guess what? Your time will come. Yeah. Your time will come. So just celebrate your competition. Celebrate your friends. Celebrate. That's why Jesus said it best. Pray for your enemies. He always said, pray for your enemies. You celebrate them. You. Why? Because you is building fuel for your success. And this is what we want. We all can win. So collaboration beats competition. And I wrote an article about it inside the Facebook group. Collaboration, and it's inside the community as well. So collaboration beats. If you want to read the article, join the community. Because
this podcast was sponsored by
Next Opportunity Window. This is where we able to have thought-provoking conversation. High-level conversation that we talking about on this podcast. Where to continue our growth and learn, and things. We talk about things inside the community that we don't talk about on the podcast. This is we actually go further. You get your question answered, and all it happens inside the community. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're going through, whatever you need, you can bring it to the community.
VIP
yes, you get the VIP treatment. Whatever you need, you can bring it to the community. And we can be there for you. We can hold you accountable so that you can achieve your dream. So, we say join the community. Be a part of us. If you haven't joined yet, Come, join. Don't think no more. Join. This is where things is happening. This is where we having success. 2023, we thinking different. We it's in the community. Join the community. Like I said, because inside the community, we have daily things that we can get motivation from and learn from and engage in the content. We have monthly webinars, quarterly masterminds, which people are growing. We have, and coming soon, lunch and learns, where you come and we're able to learn on a weekly basis, not just quarterly or monthly, but now on a weekly basis. And so we said, join, come, be a part of it. And how can you be a part? Great. Or is join by, we give you a month free trial right now. January 2nd, it would change. The prices will increase on January 2nd. We're gonna do it after the New Year's. But right now, we give you a 1 month free trial so that you can begin to experience what's happening inside the community. Take advantage of some of the things we offer, like the lunch and learns and the monthly webinar. You can begin to experience it. And so before you take that next leap and paying for the monthly subscription. The monthly subscription, if you get in before January 2nd, is $9.99. After January 1st, prices will increase. But we say, come in. We love to have you. We love you to be a part of the family and becoming an action taker. We call ourselves action takers because we taking action. We all about taking action. We all about succeeding and having success. So if you want to be an action taker, we say join the community where we get things done. We take action and we have success. Yes.
Absolutely. And so he said a mouthful.
Yes.
We hope that you enjoyed that episode. It's all about sharing valuable and critical talks with you guys. So we would like to encourage you also to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, press that like button and also share this video to those who think would benefit from it. Also, we'd love to be your friends on social media, so you can follow us collectively at Chilling with the Chaplins on all platforms. Or you can follow me personally at Lady Siza 1 on Instagram and
get inspired by LJ
on all platforms. So on that note,
you can also listen to the audio version.
I almost forget.
Yes, on all the audio podcast. We do say follow us, leave a review, as well as leave a review and rate us. It does help us to continue to grow the channel. Let's grow the audio platform. Help us to grow the audio platform. Help us to grow the YouTube channel, by sharing the video, sharing the audio, by you sharing, by you following, subscribing, liking, commenting, all the above, and help us to reach more people. So chillers, help us to grow the channels so that we can reach more people and get the information onto those that need it, so that they can win in 2023. It's time for we all can win. All can win. And with your help, the getting the information out there, that will be a start.
Let's win together, chillers.
Yes, let's win together.
On that note, we'd like to say,
we'll see you next
year.
See you next year.
Yes.
2023. Yes. Fulfilling our dreams. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Siza, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development, so we can take control of our life. Let's go and let's get it started.